Because of the following CBS News special report, the program normally seen at this time will not be presented today.
In our special report today from South Vietnam, we will join a long-range Army patrol taking part in Operation Dustoff. Our forces based in Fort William are attempting to stabilize the region of this part of South Vietnam westwards towards the border with Cambodia. Our camera operator has been granted permission to join one of the special units taking part in this major operation. He has been taken under the wings of Company E, 52nd Infantry, the Long-Range Reconnaissance Patrol. They leave the safety of Fort William and head straight north, almost immediately disappearing into the thick jungle. The second they step outside the fort perimeter, they are in hostile territory. It'll be a week before they see their bunk beds again. Their task is to track down any hostile units and report any information back up the chain of command so it can be acted upon. The wet terrain and unforgiving weather do not make this an easy task. They wade through dense vegetation and swamps on their way to search for the VC. Their skills of stealth and efficiency are required. They are like ghosts in the jungle. A river crossing, a point at which it's easy to become a victim of an ambush. Their unconventional but efficient tiger-striped camouflage clothing allows them to blend into the environment. The point man notices a movement. Is this the enemy or just a wild animal? The patrol immediately assumes a defensive position. They come across a local hut. One of the soldiers, armed with his pistol, sneaks towards it to check. It's empty. They are safe to move on. Suddenly, they hear enemy soldiers walking meters away from them. Without a single word, they pass all the needed information between them. Everyone knows their place and their task. The information about the type of unit they encountered, its position, numbers, and weapons will be radioed back to the base. This information is crucial for our Army's success. Another river, another bridge. Everyone is on the lookout for Victor Charlie. Decision making. Team leader and point man decide which way to walk next. We are going straight and turning left, moving out. His third sense tells him where to look for the enemy. It doesn't take long for the VC unit to show up on the trail. They take cover and observe the enemy. Fort William is notified immediately of this new development. As they leave, they stumble across commotion. It is a wounded GI about to be executed. They take swift action and the enemy lie dead on the trail. The wounded American soldier is free. His wounds are treated. The rest of the unit secures the area. The soldier from a unit of the 177th Airborne joins the patrol. Shortly after, they have another contact with the enemy. This time, 2 more enemy combatants are killed. Not a good day for our commie enemies. This soldier preferred to commit suicide than being captured. A local village supported the Viet Cong units, and for that reason it gets burned to the ground. This cuts off vital supply and support for the enemy forces. Bingo! They hit intelligence gold. They managed to find an enemy outpost deep behind enemy lines. Communist flags flying proudly. But the enemy has been complacent and has not expected our units to be able to penetrate so deeply into their territory. They had left the base unattended. A perfect situation to gather as much intelligence as possible. This information became invaluable to our war effort. Maps, plans, code lists. All this will save Vietnamese and American lives and bring this conflict closer to its end. As they leave, they torch the enemy camp. It won't serve the enemy anymore. Now they face a long way back to the safety of Fort William. They complete their mission with great results. Finally, the outer perimeter, and then the entry gate of Fort William. Here they can finally rest, pass on all of their intelligence they gathered on their mission, and have a well-deserved beer with their fellow soldiers. It's also time to say goodbye to their adopted team member, who will now return to his unit. John Sturgis for CBC News in South Vietnam.